Hello guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to create a simple calculator which can calculate the addition and the subtraction of two numbers. So I'm going to use NetBeans as my Java IDE. First I'm going to create the project Java package, then I'm going to call it track 16 because I have created 15 of them, so this is my 16. I'm gonna add the Java class. First I'm gonna create the method class, so this will be my method class, the functions that used in the calculator. So I'm gonna create the functions. So I have created my method class. In this method class I have created two functions to get the addition and the subtraction of the two numbers. So I'm gonna create the frame, the GUI of the calculator. I'm gonna call it frame. This we have to import some Java GUI building contents. So I have created the frame class, which the interface of the calculator. So this is how I started it. JFrame extends JFrame. JFrame is the GUI build of Java. So I have created 3 labels: number 1 label, number 2 label, and the results label. And I have 3 text fields: number 1 field, number 2 field, number 3 fields mean the results field, which will be the display of the calculation. And I have 2 buttons: J button, add button to get the addition, J button, sub button means to get the subtraction. So I have 2 panels, actually 4 panels. One is first row 1 panel, second row panel, button panel, and the results panel. So this is the public frame class, and this is the name of the calculator, simple calculator. So I have used number 1 label as enter number 1, number 2 label as enter number 2, the results label as result. So I have set also the results field to not editable, because the calculation must be not be editable. So I have add the action listener to the addition button, add button. So I have passed integer to first number and the second number. So I have used try and catch in this. So in the catch function, if the user enter a character or a for example character or a letter except a number, the system will pop up a error message calling invalid. So this is how it's done for the subtraction button. It's also have the catch button, which will, if the user enter a character or a letter except an integer, the system will pop up an error message. So for the first row 1 panel, I have used grid layout with one row and 2 columns. For the row 2 panel, I have used grid layout with 1 row and 2 columns. For the results panel, I have used grid layout with 1 row and 2 columns. For the button panel, I have used grid layout with 1 row and 2 columns. So my row 1 panel contains number 1 label and the number 1 field. My row 2 contains the number 2 label and the number 2 field. My button panel contains the addition button and the subtraction button. My result panel contains the results label and the results field. So this part contains the order of the interface. First I have used the layout, which will contain, using grid layout, contain 4 rows and 1 column. For the so in the interface, I have used first the row panel on the top. Second, I have used row 2 and the button panel and the results panel. So this is the order of the interface. So I have set visible true, which we are commanding the system to display the GUI. So I have set bounds. This is the number of fair bounds, which will display the GUI of the calculator. So this will help to close the GUI with the exit button. So this is how the frame GUI part looks like. So I have created a separate class named T1. So in this part, this is the tester class. This is the tester class which will build the GUI and the attributes and the methods all together. So I'll run the file. So this is the simple calculator. This is the interface we were building. So in here, enter number 1, and this is the text field. This is the enter number 2, means the number 2 label, and this is the number 2 text field, and these are the two buttons, addition button and the subtraction button, results field and the results text field. If you see, we have set results text field to not editable. So if you see, we can't select this file, we can't select this box because we have set it to not editable. So we have to calculate, and let's take 100, and for this also we'll take 100, and if we give the addition button, it will display the addition, the calculation 200, and if we select the subtraction button, it will show 0 because let's take it as 10. You see, it will display 90. So this is how it's work. And let's take a character. Let's take something, and let's click the subtraction button. So this is how the error works, which we were using in the catch function, and we can't delete or do anything with the result text field because we have set it to not editable. This is how the calculator name looks like, which we were given simple calculator. So hope you guys enjoyed this video.